Two legendary Grammy-winning bands come together for a concert tour, stopping in Dallas in just a few days.
And if you've been missing your Tim Ryan a little bit, well, here he is talking with the four frontmen of Earth, Wind & Fire in Chicago.
Two amazing bands, one concert at JEXA Energy Pavilion. Earth, Wind & Fire back on tour with Chicago. Good morning. Philip Bailey and Verdine White from Earth, Wind & Fire from Chicago. Robert Lamb and Lee Loughnane. You guys, what is the synthesis that brought these two bands together? You've toured before, but your audiences just seem to be a perfect match.
Well, you know, back in 2000, our manager started to pitch the idea of Chicago and Earth, Wind & Fire playing together, and the Suits didn't really want to hear about it. And by 2004, I think he had beat them up with enough phone calls for them to actually try it, give it a shot. And it works so well that we have now, this is our fourth time together, so it's like 1 + 1 = 3 with these two bands.
It's almost if you look out in the audience, you'll see what I picture heaven's going to look like. All ages, all colors. It's going to be, it really is. I mean, it really brings people together for this kind of a concert.
It really does, and you know, one of the things that we like about it is at the end of the show, you know, people who didn't know each other before they got there are hugging and laughing and exchanging numbers and the whole thing. So we're making friends, you know. So it's a lot of fun.
Make me smile. In between both bands, it's 63 hit songs between both bands in one night.
Right, and so many of them are the ones that we know by heart.
Right.
Both bands have done new stuff, but the audience, you know how this goes. They've got their favorites, and undoubtedly from up on the stage, you're hearing the ones that the audience, you know what they want to hear, right?
Well, you know, you can't fight it. The idea that the music now has become part of the fabric of society, you know, in all these years, you know, and you got to give the people what they want.
When you get ready to go on tour again, is it just step on the stage and start playing, or you go into rehearsals just to make sure you're sharp, right?
The first time we did this in 2004, it took more like 3 weeks to really kind of work it out. Philip has great vision as far as production. We're hoping he comes up with some good ideas in the week before this tour begins. But
we'll be twirling.
But yeah, there's definitely some reviewing necessary.
And you know, it's interesting about the tours, you're both such big name bands that they're calling it co-headlining. Nobody's the opening act for the other one. You really complement each other.
Well, we literally open together. So get there early. When you buy your tickets and you come to the show, get there early, because both bands are the opening act.
And we're calling it Heart and Soul.
That's a good reminder. Yeah, you might go a little bit late thinking, oh, it's going to be somebody else, but they are both going to be there. Tickets still available for the concert on Friday at JEXA. You can find a link at fox4news.com.